Alright, Shalom. First, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutation to the elect. I come out there pushing the word of truth with sincerity. And this video gonna be about the mark of the beast, which is known as known as among the brothers, or a lot of people around the world now, as the RFID microchip. You know, the radio frequency identification chip. And I'm gonna get into this article, you know, this real quick article on disclose.tv. It's saying the title is "Scientist Claims Human Microchips Implants Will Become Mandatory," and which it will, you know, because why? It's prophesied in the scriptures that in these last days that chip is gonna become mandatory. And I'm gonna read the article first, then I'm gonna get into the scripts, right? You know, Lord willing. But title: Scientist Claims Humans Microchips Implant Will Be Mandatory. These days we can have our beloved pets and better with a microchip. Yeah, because they already put them in their pets. It says this help us to be able to track them if they get lost. This is an optional thing for pet owners to do, and not something that is mandatory. It's mandatory, although some feel it should be. But what about human beings? Because they look at you human beings as cattle, man. Cattle for the government, man. Just like workers for the government, like slaves. They look at you human beings here in America as or you people in America as slaves, man. It said, but what about human beings? Will we feel the same way if someone wanted to implant us with microchips to track us? And you should feel some type of way if somebody want to implant you with a microchip to track you, man. You know, because you know what type of shit is that, man? You know, if you don't, man, you totally beat down by this society, man, and you totally go along with everything in this society, man. You know, but it said to track you, man, because it is gonna be used to track you, man. You know, they say, although some people in some articles and the scientists say it's not here to track you, but it is to track you. It's called a chip, you know, and who the government is not gonna put nothing on a chip or create a chip that they cannot track. That's just retarded. It says, are human microchips part of our future? As it is thanks to technology and different types of tracking apps, we can now track someone on our smartphones or our laptops, because your motherfucking laptop and every electronic device that you got, man, and this modern day society got a chip in it. It said this is something that some parents have done with their teenage kids. For some, even this form of tracking is an evasion of prophecy. So how could we feel if there were microchips implanted in us to track us at our every move? You should feel shitty about that. It said this may seem like something that could never happen, but it turns out that for some 20 years now, researchers have been actually studying the probability of microchips being implanted into human beings. This wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing for, say, an individual who has to wear a monitoring device after leaving prison. But what about the rest of us? Will we want such a device implanted in us? What if such a thing were to become mandatory? How would we feel about that? Now, many of us are probably thinking there's no such a thing. There's no way such a thing can come to pass. No one will accept being told they have to have a microchip implanted. Which is yeah, you're gonna have some people that ain't that's not gonna accept it, but yeah, most of you people are gonna accept it because y'all already dumbed down by the elites, man. You dumbed down by your iPhones. They doing tests on you people, man. They throw iPhones, even though it's the same type of motherfucking thing on the iPhone. You can have an iPhone 6 and they'll come out with an iPhone 6S, even though the iPhone 6 is the same as the iPhone 6S. They just made it bigger, and you just got the iPhone 6 like 2 weeks later, and they come out with an iPhone 6S like in the next 2 weeks. Y'all accept it. Y'all dumped the phone that y'all had, just accept that. So they already testing on y'all, showing y'all, man, yeah, y'all willing to accept anything that we throw in y'all face, man, because they dumbed y'all down, man. So yeah, most of you people would not have a problem with them talking about that, man. All they gotta do is they'll put it in one of you rappers. Had one of the rappers talk about it, you know, and talk about, oh shit, nigga, got my chip, you know, whip a brick, you know, whatever the fuck them niggas say, man. You know, just put it in a fancy rhyming. What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna accept it because y'all been dumbed down by the masses, man. I mean, by y'all been dumbed down by the elites. But it says, reading on, man, I'm gonna get into some scriptures, man. It said, the irony, though, is in many ways we are already being tracked without having such a microchip implanted. Of course, that there are the apps mentioned above. There's also our GPS system, and then there are those other advances in technology such as Echo that also tracks our activity. Even our internet hookup tracks us through our ISP. And you know what the Lord say, man? He said, his eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun, man. And Esau want to be like the Most High. He want to track everything you do, man. Let me get that scripture. Esau want to track everything you do. No, hold on, bear with me. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 23, verse 19. Such a man only fear the eyes of a man, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of man and considering the most secret parts. So that's what Esau want to be like, man. You know, he want to be like the Most High. He want to be able to track you and see everything you doing at all times. You know, that's why if you basically if you receive that if you receive that chip, you basically accepting a white man or Esau as your God, man. You know, another thing Esau is saying in his heart, man, you know, is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weakest the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High, man. And that's what he's saying. He's saying, I will be like the Most High, man, by talking about he want to do this chip, man. You know, and he trying to play the role of that by tracking everything you do, man, because he know the Lord see everything you do, but he trying to contend with the Most High and be just like him, which he's not, man, you know, because he gonna be destroyed, you know, and he just a man. But continuing on with the article, and man, it said there is also a GPS system. That there are those advances in technology such as Echo that also tracks our activity. Even our internet hookup tracks us through our ISP. So surprising, while many carry on about the invasion of privacy, we have pretty much already made our lives open books for anyone who wants to actually look. Billions of us have openly welcomed to these devices and to our lives, man. You know, yeah. But that's it. I'm gonna get on that, man. But yeah, this microchip is gonna come to pass, man. You know, because the Lord prophesied it in the scriptures, man. And I'm gonna get that. Revelations chapter 13 verse 16, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that mark is that RFID microchip, man. You know, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, man. And you said it's gonna become mandatory, you know, hey. It's gonna become mandatory because people ain't gonna be able to buy or do nothing without it. They're gonna make this whole society based off that chip, man. So it's gonna become mandatory. Yeah, the scriptures prophesied that, man. That it's gonna be become mandatory. You know, this is just prophecy speaking into existence, man. This is just prophecy coming to pass, man. You know, the microchip. You know, but it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the marks, or so you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell nothing, or do nothing without the mark of the beast. So, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is the wisdom. Let him have understanding. Count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 603 square 6. And when you buy something, you got that barcode. And the barcode, you got the line on the left, the line in the middle, and the line on the right, all the way at the end. And it's 666. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's a scripture coming to pass, man. So hey, man. This microchip coming to pass, man. What the apostles and the elders say, man. This is a year of prophecy. Guess what, man? It's gonna happen, and a lot of you people gonna take that. A lot of you motherfucking jakes gonna take that shit. Why? Because with y'all think that ignorance is bliss. You know, y'all think being like living YOLO, basically just living without knowing shit about nothing. You know, just accepting everything put in front of you, being led as a flock to the slaughter, man. Y'all think that's cool. It says Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou should be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children. He said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. Y'all gonna be destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. Lack of knowledge, not being upon y'all watch, not taking heed to what the man of the Lord is saying. They telling you, hey man, don't take that chip. What is it? What is the it's the mark of the beast, man. You know, you got a lot of people out here that still don't know what that is, because they don't got no knowledge, man. They ignorant, man. And what does the word ignorant mean? It said lack of knowledge or awareness in the general, uneducated or unsophisticated, man. So lack of knowledge or unaware or awareness, man. They lacking awareness. They not aware of what the mark of the beast is. So therefore, when Esau throw it in their face like they throw an iPhone in their face and make it look all good, you know, hey, they're going to accept that, man. So therefore they're going to be destroyed because they have no knowledge. And the scripture say, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. So y'all, we trying to tell y'all to get right and to understand what the mark of the beast really is. But brothers, in this truth, Second Corinthians 2, chapter 2, verse 11, let's say you should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, man. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, and that's one of Satan's devices, man. That RFID microchip, man. You know what I mean? But because why we not ignorant? Because we got this wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, and brothers is constantly upon their watch, and they took heed to the trumpet. They took heed to the sound of the new song, and they started singing right along. You know what I mean? Yeah, we shouldn't get that that mark of the beast, man. I mean the RFID microchip or whatever they call it, the NFC. You know, what CEC, whatever the fuck they gonna call that. You don't get it, man. It's still the mark of the beast, man. You know, but you know, bear with me. You know, but brothers, you know what I mean. We ain't gotta worry about it. Having to take that chip, man, because like they said, it's gonna be mandatory. Why it's gonna be mandatory? You ain't gonna be able to buy shit, sell nothing, not do nothing with it. You know. But who we go to, we gonna trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and he gonna feed us, man. You know, because the Lord said he gonna keep us in our hour of temptation. You know, he said, because brothers kept the word of his the patience of his word, man. You know, so brothers out there, they're gonna be saved in that time, man. They're not gonna bow their knee to the motherfucking the beast. It says Revelation chapter 3 verse 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, which is doing his work, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. The hour of temptation is the motherfucking RFID chip. When that chip come, man, you know, the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell on the earth, man. So the Lord gonna keep brothers from that, man. You know, yeah, brothers gonna some brothers gonna have to die, and some brothers just gonna be our pilgrims of the earth, just living off their faith of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you know. But the Lord gonna have us anyway, whether you get beheaded or whether you don't. You know, if you get beheaded, you're gonna be raised first. If you don't, you're gonna be able to be out here trusting the Most High, building your faith up, and also be able to see all the everything the Lord's gonna do. Yeah, it's gonna be a hard time, but hey, you're gonna be basically like brothers gonna be sitting back watching the show low key. You know, if I could put it like that, man. You know what I mean? But it said, Revelation chapter 20, verse 4, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shah, for the word of the Most High, which have not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither have received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with the Most High Son, which is Mashiach Yahweh Shah, 1,000 years, man. You know, so John the Baptist seeing the souls that were beheaded for not worshiping that, meaning brothers, it's gonna be people that don't even bow their knee to their just like the Lord. He said, I have reserved, roughly paraphrasing, like 7,000 men. I'm gonna get that will not bow their knee. You know, bear with me. The Lord said, I think this is 11, Romans 11:4. This is Romans chapter 11, verse 4. But what said the answer of the Most High to him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed their knee to the image of Baal, man. So it's going to be people brothers out here that don't even bow their knee to that. And those are the people that was beheaded that John the Baptist saw, you know, that after they was beheaded, they ran with Yahweh Shah 1,000 years in the kingdom of heaven. 1,000 meaning the long period of time, which is eternity, because our kingdom is never going to go down, you know. But yeah, man, you got brothers that's not going to be all right. That's not going to take that, man. That's going to stay strong to the end. But however, that mark of the beast is going to come to pass. And it is going to be an hour in temptation to tempt everybody and to try everybody on the earth, man. You know, whether you lived your life and to build up your faith and to tread and to please Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, or you live your life in ignorance, you know, and you lived your life in that ignorance is bliss YOLO spirit, you know, and the fire is going to declare your works for whatever it is, man. You know, a lot of you people gonna be found out that y'all not shit, man. Lord, when it's not me, you know. But to end it off, man, that when this chip come out, man, you shouldn't worship it, because guess what? That's the end of you if you do, and it's the horrible judgment for that. Revelations 14:9. To be honest, that I think is equivalent to famine, or if not worse, because the Lord said that's one of the worst deaths ever, famine. But I think, to me, these nuclear missiles might be worse than that, or on the same level. Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, righteous anger, which is the nuclear missiles, 200 million nuclear missiles, 200,000 nuclear missiles. That's going to come over and burn this bitch up, America, and it's going to be turned into a lake of fire. You know, you're going to have part in that. It said, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, will just pour it out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. It should be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb, the holy angels, and the Lamb, meaning Yahweh Shah, when he come back. You're going to be punished in front of him, man. You're going to be punished in front of all of them. The angels, too, you know. Said, the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they had no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever received the mark of his name. And here's the paces of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahweh Shah, man. So, hey, man, don't receive that chip, man. Count the cost, man. Know that, hey, man. Come on now. Bro, you don't want to, you want to enjoy the pleasures of a sinner, you know, for a moment and get destroyed? You know, what you want to, do you want to gain the whole world but lose your soul? You count the cost, man, you know. So, hey, do you want to get put to death by Esau or the Most High? Me, I choose Esau, you know, because guess what? Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua could torment your soul and your body. Esau only could torment your body, which is only just a vehicle to hold your spirit. You know, once he kill, you know, I guess like kill you or hit like a main point of your body. Guess what? Your soul is leaving your body, and you can't feel shit. You up in the Most High, so you just got the cost, and just like you know, serve Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, you know, and fear Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, and obey Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua rather than men. You know, no matter how hard it get, like no matter how much he tell you, you got to take this chip. You know, no matter how much the chip is out here, you know, affecting every point of your life, where you can't do hardly shit out here. You asked out, but guess what? You not asked out. You just thinking you asked out. It's the Most High, he with you. So yeah, don't bow your knee to that. You want to be one of them 7,000 men that don't bow your knee to Baal, which is that mark of the beast, man. You know, which is saying Esau, you know, the devil. With that, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, double honor to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, peace, love, and salutation to the elect. I come out there pushing the word of truth sincerely. You know,